action on item 3 unless there are questions. Item 4, discussion possible action on an update from staff on capital projects specific to the TIF 2. That would be the new front entrance to provide for additional social distancing, space allocation for the clerk's books in order to accomplish that, and downtown design committee. Mr.
Still working on the design, but no new report. Nothing new to report.
Okay, questions? Otherwise, no action. 5, discuss possible action on the TIF 2 and TIF 8 budgets.
I have a 3 o'clock meeting this afternoon with another one of the city TIF committees. It'll be the last with the TIF committees. Then I'm slated for the city council, I believe, on October the 12th. So I'll be making a presentation today for our 3rd round of TIF funds.
Out of which TIF?
Out of 2.
Is this the TIF that they expanded or extended? Extended would be the.
I think extended is the more the word.
So is this a TIF that we'll be able to ask for money for the next 25 years, or?
No, this is just another one-shot deal. We're asking for $5 million.
No, I think
what I'm asking is, can we ask after we expire this $5 million and do what we've asked? Are we going to be able to come back to the table again?
I don't think in TIF 2, but there are a few other TIFs they've started that they do have public monies set aside.
Can you get the parameters of those TIFs if you could just get the parameters of those TIFs and all of them that they have, because I mean, we appoint people to those, but I can't even tell you, other than what I can find on the city's website, what the boundaries are on those TIFs. So if you can get a hold of what those can be used for, et cetera, and kind of give us a heads up and let each one of us know, that would kind of help for advanced
I'll work
planning.
on that.
Yeah, maybe just, Stacy, do a presentation to this group once you have that information so that we're aware of the TIFs.
Okay.
And maybe even, Miles, not just those that are in the immediate downtown area, but areas
absolutely.
where we have other.
I know that you've got, Midwest City has a TIF. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know what all the county can do with TIFs. I mean, that's sort of the whole point, is if there's TIFs in these other communities, to Joe's point, maybe there's projects that we can help extend those dollars, or projects that we can do for the county and within those borders. I mean, it's definitely something that we need to have a better grasp on.
Okay. Thank you, Stacy.
Motion to receive report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 6, discuss possible action regarding ongoing space utilization plan, specifically the west end of the first floor, the 6th floor build out, emergency management. Stacy.
Scott, this is the item we want to. Sure.
Hi, Scott.
I have a file that I have given to display today. It's a MP4 file. Were you able to get that loaded? This is just a mock-up of the 6th floor, and I used a 3D model builder called SketchUp to make this. Then hit the play button and it'll go.
Yeah, it's starting out in the corner where District 3's offices will be. It's turning towards the public defender's area. Heading down to the other end. It's pretty short. We just started working on it, but we're going to be able to give you 3D models of these. A lot of people having trouble just reading, normal two-dimensional plans, have trouble visualizing what they're going to be working in. So this is a software that we've been able to get a hold of really inexpensively and do some things with. Scott's done a good job of modeling the 6th floor for you. And he's going to do more with it, do a longer presentation if you would like to see one in the future.
Very cool.
Yeah. Will you just run that again, please?
I'm assuming the brown just indicates wood.
Awesome. Any questions? Anything else, Stacy? Scott, thank you.
We're continuing to try to finish that design so we can get a contractor in here. Things are moving.
Excellent. Motion to receive report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 7, discuss possible action regarding XXX stream bank stabilization project. The road, the river, and mitigation.
River work continues, doing quite well on that project. The roadway, the notice to proceed went out today. So I anticipate they'll get started next week. And the mitigation was awarded yesterday. Got a really good bid on that. Talked to the vendor, so I hope he's ordering his products Friday.
With that project, with the mitigation, were we able to, was that under our estimate?
Yes.
And was it considerably under our estimate? Was it 300,000 under our estimate?
It wasn't
Just out of
quite that
curiosity.
much, but it was probably 100 under where I thought it would be. So we picked some money back up.
That's great. Perfect.
Okay.
Motion to receive report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
8, discussion possible action regarding the Canadian River Project near Wilshire Bridge, including FEMA grant opportunities and core study opportunities. Stacy?
Continue discussions with the Corps and the consultant. I got another meeting with them this week. Things are moving slow but steady on that location. We need to do some more work to protect the work we've already done. So it'll still be a public purpose. I would hate to lose all the work we just finished. Just have to get everybody on board and pulling in the same direction.
All right.
Motion to receive report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
9, discuss possible action on our capital improvements list.
No changes.
No changes.
I noticed on the agenda for the next meeting, there's an item to discuss $60,000 for, is it the courthouse roof?
Yes,
Yes.
that's
And
on here.
that is on here.
And I did put that on the capital improvements list.
And-
But I did that last time.
But it's on the,
And remind me, the nature of that work.
It's not a total roof replacement, but there was some problems that had popped up, probably due to storm damage on portions of the roof. And Keith had some pictures of it. I don't have those pictures, and he's not here today, but he did ask me to try to advance this item. He
And-
feels
And when
like
you
it
say
really needs to be
storm
done.
damage, which of the recent storms?
I think it was several of them.
And it was just missed as we had our insurance provider here?
Excuse me, Joe. I can speak on this
Yeah,
if you
please. Thank you.
like. It's not the roof, but the flashing. The flashing is breaking down, water's getting in, and it's running behind the walls
Okay.
into the courtrooms.
And so the flashing breaking down is a product just of the age or actually of storm damage or both?
Both.
it's a fairly new
Yeah,
installation, right?
The roof, the roof itself is in good condition. I had Oklahoma Roofing inspected. They inspected the roof. The roof itself is in great shape. It's the flashing that's breaking down, cracking, and separating.
Was that not replaced at the time that we did the roofing? They replaced the roof?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay.
comforting, name.
So,
We're still on the list.
yeah, we are. All right, I'll wait till the next meeting then. Okay, thank you. Motion to receive that update.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 10, discussion and possible action regarding repairs and the condition of the social services building, evaluation of continued occupancy or relocation. So Cody sat for me last time. I've seen some email traffic about this is now a policy and governance issue.
I don't know. I don't recall seeing that, but.
Yeah, last time there was discussion about, or talking about policy and governance about whether to do the satellite location.
Yeah, okay.
What avenue they were going to move forward.
For the record, yeah. We're going to discuss the scope of work and what her mission is and what she
Gotcha.
is going to do and can do and so on and so forth. And I think, and that's why we referred it to policy and governance. Now, I can briefly on this, one of the things that I was looking at was the 4th floor of juvenile, of which the state was about to move out of. My understanding is now they're not moving out of, which is good for us because it keeps us in some cash flow. But it also still provides an opportunity for Christy to move into that location because of the exit of CASA and their new location over there on Northwest Expressway. So I think there's still an opportunity there. And like Cody said, we just need to examine what all the mission's going to be and what resources she needs. And that's probably what the thought was about sending it to policy and governance.
Okay, all right.
So
I just didn't see it in minutes, so I was just curious. All right. Motion to receive Miles's update.
So moved.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, there's my friend. Discussion possible action on funding source for the courthouse roof repairs, not to exceed 60,000. So apologize, it's on both.
How do we want to do this? So I was thinking about taking the 60,000 out of the PBA reserve.
Okay.
And if this is something that we need to recess this meeting and recommend, or we could just recommend it straight from PBA to
To the
PBA.
Yeah. So
However,
a question on that. We just started the new year, and I believe we have our $300,000
Mhm.
available to us for capital expenditures that weren't foreseen. And I'm assuming this wasn't in the original capital budget request then?
technically, I don't think we have it yet until Thursday.
Soon to have then, possibly, yeah. I believe it was in the budget, right?
Yes, the budget's submitted, yeah.
And so thoughts, Miles, on PBA versus that fund?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder on that. And thanks to Cody for staying on top of that budget or BET. Yeah, initially we didn't have that $300,000. We did vote in BET to put that $300,000 in. So that was what I was thinking about 60. So thanks for the reminder. And for expediency, probably pull that out of that 300,000 and move
Okay.
quick.
All right.
So if that's something that would help with rainy season coming up, and we've already got, is that 60,000? Is that just for roof repair, or is that repair inside the courthouse for everything else as well? Okay. So I'd make a motion that we spend $60,000 out of our capital projects fund to fund the courthouse roof repairs.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, just one
Okay.
quick question. Cody, remind me on the process. We've got that already set aside, or will have shortly in the capital budget, correct? We can just administratively create a line item to access those funds? Or do we need to have something on a budget board agenda? I can't recall. Okay, all right.
We still got time for that with Thursday special. Well, I mean, we're at Tuesday, so 24 hours, as long as we got it done before 9 o'clock on.
Can you,
Yeah, Thursday, isn't it? Hold on, I got it right here.
we don't need 24 to amend.
Oh, no, you're right, it's Wednesday.
Oh, it is
At
Wednesday.
11 a.m.
We can get that. Stacy, can you get an item on the budget board agenda to create a line item for this project and the capital?
So Kelly's, it's tomorrow at 11 a.m. And Kelly's, we got 13 minutes essentially.
One way or the other, we're gonna have a budget board action, so this is
Correct.
the
Cody,
most
can you
expedient.
run over and work with Henley and
Thank you,
get an
Kelly.
item? Thank
All
you.
right, never mind, Stacy.
He's gonna do it.
Appreciate it, Cody. All right, so we had a motion and a second to utilize the 300,000 in our capital projects unanticipated to cover this cost. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. 12, discussion possible action regarding carpeting improvements in the law library. Hi, Vanita.
I do have pictures of what we're asking if you guys would like to see.
Don't we put money in the budget, facilities management budget for carpet specifically in the courthouse? Okay. We used to,
It's fun to see you handle that
Right.
as well. Okay, go ahead.
We are requesting that carpet be replaced in an office. It's not part of what we're doing with the new stuff out in the library. This is an older part of the library, an office that's back there. As you can see in the pictures, though, it's been well used.
2,400.
yeah, that whole area's been well used.
I also attached invoices. Chris helped me with that for if you want to do one office or the office next to it. I think you've been over there, Charles, to see. So I leave that to the discretion of this board.
I'll make a motion to receive these documents.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thanks, Charles. And Chris, within your facilities budget, Miles and I seem to recall that there is usually a line item for carpet replacement. Is that correct?
That's probably correct. Benita and Keith had a conversation. I was not in that conversation. So I don't know what Keith's decision was, but I believe there is.
And since Keith isn't here, I'd kind of like to know what Keith has planned, if that line item in fact is there, if Keith has expenditures planned against it already, or if we can just do this. And if he can do that, it's a matter of,
I don't want to speak for Keith. My understanding was he was just looking for this authority or vote to be able to move forward with it, is my understanding. But again, I don't want to speak on his behalf. Was that kind of your understanding too?
My understanding, but yes,
Yeah.
I wasn't in the conversation, so.
Do we have, is 672 square feet total? Do we have 672 square feet of carpet tiles that we've purchased?
Available in the building?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And she wants to match the carpet with the
Okay.
new carpet that she just laid.
Okay, yeah.
I'd make a motion to move forward on it. I mean, with some caveat, if we haven't accurately conveyed facilities' position on this, would that, or what do you think is fair, Joe?
yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, it just seems like something that as director, Keith could decide to do if he has the funds within his budget.
Yeah.
But
If it's a line item in his budget, we don't need to approve, I mean, unless he's seeking approval, and we can just say that we
yeah,
approve.
so Charles, you're fine, and we'll just, I think.
Yeah, I was so moved with all those caveats, and if our understanding is correct, and move forward with this project.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Honestly, good. All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
The old iPad went to
And
sleep.
if you guys haven't had a chance, the carpet is laid in the main part. If you want to come over, I'm starting to move furniture and stuff on it today, so love to have you there.
Did you just ask for volunteers to move furniture?
No.
No. It's like,
I can do that, but
I will gladly make a motion to send Joe Blau over there to move furniture.
Thank you,
You
guys.
do have a pickup truck, right?
Right.
Okay. Citizens participation? Board comments, Charles?
None.
Boss?
Nothing.
None here. New business? Anything? Motion to adjourn.
Second. So moved.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, give us a second, we'll switch. Good?
Oh, there
You
she
got your
is.
buttons? I'm good.
I'm joining. I'm in. Buttons. That's all right, though. She can push the buttons over there. You in?
Okay. Good. Thank you. All right, being past our appointed time, call PBA Advisory Committee to order. Notice the meeting was properly posted on September 22nd. Item 1 is discussion possible action on the minutes of September 14th.
Motion to approve minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 2, discussion, I believe 2 we can strike.
Motion to strike.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
3, discussion possible action regarding investors capital building exterior envelope project. Nothing new there. Just awaiting some additional information, I believe, yeah. Okay, so no action, nothing. 4, discuss possible action regarding an update on the Kraus property. No action. 5, update on our Lincoln property. No action. 6, an update on the ICB. Okay. No action. 7, discussion possible action regarding update on metro parking garages.
So I do have a question on this one, and Chris, you may be able to answer this. There's cameras that are sitting in boxes over there, ready to be installed. I had a meeting recently with the sheriff's office, and they're looking for more security in the parking garage and looking to get those cameras installed. Now, my understanding is sometimes it's a Basin deal, sometimes it's an R deal, sometimes it's whatever. Is there any way that we can fix that?
We have quotes. I've gotten quotes from AI and from Digi, from 2 different vendors, on not just cameras but motion detectors, so the cameras run when there's motion. Also, there was talk about a card reader on the elevators, so to restrict and control who gets on the elevator. So we were looking at doing a better system. The cameras that are there, they're old cameras. We can install those cameras.
Yeah.
They were for we had a phase 1 that we completed, and those cameras are for phase 2, which is pretty much for the new parking garage.
Okay.
We could carry on with that and just kind of add to a system that's already failing, or we could go with a much better system.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I and discussing with the sheriff's staff, it's something that we need to move on sooner than later, but
Yes.
moving on something that we can actually identify individuals and be able to see what's actually happening. And they have a red dot system that can actually track people from floor to floor and
That's
so on and
correct.
so forth. So, yeah, I would, as long as we're moving forward to get something done on that, then that's great. That's great news. So,
Chris, did you say you've reached out to vendors for quotes or you have received quotes?
We've received quotes. We have quotes. Basin has quotes in his possession right now.
Okay.
has he given those to you yet, or has he given them to you at all?
I have the quote for AI, but not for Digi.
Okay.
Is it-
He's more than willing to email it to me anytime I want it. Yeah,
So-
it's not a problem.
If we could, I think, have that for our next meeting and have a discussion, perhaps on making a recommendation for a vendor and getting that process going. Yeah. So that's all I had.
Yep.
Okay.
That's absolutely right.
All right. Anything else? Motion,
Commissioner, your report.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Jump the shark a little bit here.
8, discussion possible action on security for the ICB, including sheriff's personnel, equipment, installation and location of equipment, hours of operation, and related cost.
So a lot of this relates back to that previous discussion. Now, some of it is also a new build out on the first floor of ICB to add security. Basin was putting something together. I'm sure that you've probably seen it.
Yeah.
At this point. And you've got your coach with you, so.
Pardon?
Those the
I think it's
construction
Sweat Hill.
rules, yeah.
Yeah. Are we comfortable, numbers wise, kind of where we're looking, Miles, from David, or was he gonna go back and?
So I was looking at this as a all-encompassing thing, trying to get the whole thing knocked out all at once, because I know that each one of the systems will all be looped into each other. So I really kind of want to talk to Basin about the computers and the magnetometers, and which a bunch of that's included in those quotes. But I'd like to see a total package cost so we can move forward all at once and secure our entire campus.
That sounds very good. Okay, so
But that's just my opinion.
other than Miles's brief update, anything else? Okay, is there a motion to receive?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Citizens participation? None. Board comments? None here. Miles?
No, they get-
Charles?
No.
New business? Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you both.